Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in the world. I am Tigress Osborne. I'm the Executive Director of NAAFA, the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance. Happy Fat Liberation Month to you, and welcome to our Fat Liberation Month virtual brunch. I am joined today by our usual brunch team, Matt and Danielle, and you'll learn more about them in just a minute. And also, by our fantastic special guest, Dustin Reams from Drag Story Hour. And of course, our usual partners in all good things, our friends at Pro Bono ASL. Today, our interpreters are Amber and Neil, and you should learn more about Pro Bono ASL and the important accessibility work that they do by visiting their website at probonoasl.com. You can also learn more about NAAFA by visiting our website at naafa.org, or by following us on your favorite social media at NAAFA Official. And during Fat Liberation Month, we have so many fantastic virtual events still to come. We've already had two really great ones with Ivy Felicia from Fat Women of Color and iconic fat fashion designer Bertha Pearl. Those will come to YouTube soon. But in the meantime, there are many more out in front of you for the rest of the month. And you can sign up today for an all access pass, which will prevent you from having to register individually for all the ones that we have coming. We still have some performances, we still have some informational webinars, we have our annual magic fat good vibes magic event, and also our fourth annual fat trivia game at the end of the month. So whatever you like, we've probably got something for you. We are, of course, only able to offer all of these things free to our community because of our generous donor community. So I want to thank all of our donors, including the members of our NAAFA pod, our passionate ongoing donors group, the NAAFA pod. If you give to NAAFA this month, or you join the NAAFA pod this month, you will get some very, very adorable thank you stickers designed by our friend and supporter artist Bats Langley. So check all of that out on our website at naafa.org/give. Without any further ado, I would like to turn you over to our fantastic virtual brunch host, Matthew Simko. You will know Matt from many TV appearances over the last decade plus, doing all kinds of lifestyle and fashion things through a lens of body acceptance and body love. And Matt is especially right now focused on doing some fashion outfit try-ons for bigger folks. And you can see those on Matt's social media, which is Simko Says, SIMKO SAYS. And Matt, welcome back.
Hey Tigers, how are you?
Good, good.
I
What else?
always say that this is the best part of my weekend when I get to do these.
Yay. We love having you. We love our brunch team. You two are such a dynamic duo for us, and we're so happy to have you back. Um, Anything else you want to tell folks about what's new for you?
It's been a great summer. Just really kind of enjoying getting out there and enjoying the sunshine and soaking it up as much as I can. I'm here in New England where we get a limited amount of warm weather, so just making the most of it. What about you? What's going on with Fat Acceptance Month? You've been all over the place doing lots of things, right?
We're doing all kinds of things right now. One of the things that's been a lot of energy for us is we are working really hard to get Southwest Airlines to pay attention to thinking through the needs that fat and disabled passengers might have as they change their seating policies and plan to make changes to their planes. And so we've got a petition going. We've had some coverage in the Washington Post about this. Please do stop by and learn more and sign the petition. That is on our website. It's at naafa.org/southwest. There's an FAQ on our Instagram. There's lots of ways that you can learn more and share your thoughts. And we are hoping to get Southwest to partner with us and disability justice activists to just be more thoughtful about these things as they change their procedures. They really have been historically especially for the last few years, one the best airline on earth in terms of policy, for treating people in larger bodies and making accommodations for the space that we need when we're traveling. So we don't want to lose that by having Southwest start to do what the other airlines do. So we've been working really hard on that, and then of course, planning all of our stuff for Fat Liberation Month.
It's really important. And I traveled to Europe earlier this summer, and man, did I miss my Southwest extra seat next to me, believe me. So it's really important because I believe everyone, regardless of the body that we're in, deserves to explore and travel and do what we need to do to be comfortable and have accessibility no matter where we want to go and what we want to do.
Exactly. Exactly, and people forget how important air travel can be these days for things beyond just the fun stuff. Like, we should have the right to have, the honeymoon trip, the girls trip, the whatever, that are just for fun, but also people are traveling for business, people are traveling for family emergencies, people are traveling for important and essential events in their lives, and accessibility matters and should not cost people extra money, and definitely should not be almost impossible to get as it is on so many other airlines. So we thank Southwest for what they've done so far, but we want to make sure that they keep on doing it. So
Stitch that on a pillow and I would buy it any day because you are
yes.
100% correct. Great.
But thank you for letting me have some time to make those updates. But I'm going to hand things off to you so we can get going with some of our other brunch stuff. Hopefully, all of you have uh, BYO'd your snacks and cocktails and mocktails and you're ready to go. So I'm going to hand things off to Matt.
Thanks, Tigers. Well, we've got two great folks here with us today. As usual, we have Danielle G, who's coming up later in our brunch today to do some food demos, and she's fantastic. And I believe the first time on an NAAFA brunch, we have Dustin Reams, he, him, the R&B king of your dreams. He has performed and been making music and people swoon since 2018. From Durham, North Carolina, Justin loves to perform old school R&B and then switch it up and sing rock and country. When not performing, he has been involved with LGBTQ nonprofits for over 10 years as a volunteer, board member, and staff person. Follow Dustin at Dustin_Reams on Instagram. Dustin, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here today.
I am so excited to have you here. And you are doing Drag Story Hour today, correct?
Yes, I am. I will be reading to y'all this morning.
And you're our first drag king on a NAAFA brunch. So inaugural, put that inaugural in front of your name.
Yes, I should.
take all the credit that you can, because if we're not giving it to each other, who's giving it to us, right?
True. So true.
So tell me a little bit about what you do when you're not doing drag story time and when you're not doing your performances. You're just saying that you're on a board, right? That's your day gig.
Yeah, so in my daytime life, I am the executive director of the LGBTQ Center of Durham. I've been working on and off in nonprofits for the past 10 years, volunteering, working, being on boards, and I've been a part of the LGBTQ Center of Durham since it was founded in 2015, but came on as their acting executive director last February. So yeah, really involved in the LGBTQ community in North Carolina.
And tell me about Drag Story Hour in North Carolina.
Yeah, so Drag Story Hour I have had so much fun with Drag Story Hour. It got started up actually in Raleigh, which is like right next door to Durham. The LGBT Center of Raleigh hosts and houses the Triangle Drag Story Hour. It started off as a drag queen story hour several years ago by a woman named Mary Elise, and she connected with the national chapter. And since then, Mary Elise has been the driving force in North Carolina to make sure that our drag performers are seen and heard, whether virtually or in person. So she's did an amazing job with that over the several years.
That's amazing. And is there an Instagram for Drag Story Hour in North Carolina, our local one, the Triangle for you?
There is, and I will need to find it. That is
We'll
my
find it.
apologies. But
We'll
yeah,
put it
we
in
will
the
find it.
chat.
Make
No,
sure
no,
y'all
don't
have it.
apologize. We'll make sure it gets in there. So what are you reading for us today?
So I have a couple different books today. One about just accommodations, as we're sitting here talking about Southwest Airlines, and when it comes to folks who are disabled, who are folks who are fat, folks who just need different accommodations, I wanted to read something about that. So I got a book about a couple of twins and some mobility devices. I also have a book about a really fun llama. And if we have enough time, we can start talking about what family is, because the definition of family has changed, and chosen family is something really deep in my heart. So yeah, we got a couple different options today.
I love that. Well, you want to do maybe one or two now, and then we'll break to Danielle later, and then you can come back if we have time and do
Yeah.
another.
All right, everybody. Are we comfortable? We got our water, we got our little stuffies, our plushies, whatever we want to be comfortable. And I'm going to go ahead and read to you. So, the first book we have today is The Scooter Twins by Dorothy Ellen Palmer and Maria Sweeney. I'll try and hold it up as much as I can so y'all can see pictures and stuff. So, chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast, Melvin whispered. Ooh, I should have whispered. My apologies, y'all. Chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast, Melvin whispered. Turning 8 is sweet. Melanie nodded. But making a kid see a doctor on their birthday, that should be against the law. Cring- Grinning chocolate, she added. Making twins do it should be against 2 laws. Grandma smiled. Let's bring your gifts. We'll open them on the bus. Melanie adored her glossy, Marvelous Motorcycles magazine, and Melvin proclaimed the latest issue of Swamp Life frog-tastic. After their checkups, Dr. Scene gave them an unexpected present. It's a long walk to school, she said. I recommend mobility scooters. I also just want to praise this book for having all different types of folks. If you still mask, go right ahead. If you don't want to mask, that's okay too, depending on where you are. Riding cool to school? Melanie giggled. Can I race my friends on their bikes and e-scooters? Melvin gasped. When I hit a big bump, will everyone see me fall on my face? You'll find all these answers and more online, Dr. Singh said kindly. Not online, y'all. Everybody still needs a FAQ. On Grandma's computer, Melanie learned that mobility scooters can run as fast as a jogger. I'll fire up my scooter cycle, she yelled, and zoom like the wind. There's Melanie zooming like the wind, y'all. To herself, she added, I'm tired of being left behind. There we go. A little bit of glare, but we're going to keep it moving, y'all. When Melvin went online, he read, thanks to curb cuts, where the sidewalk cuts down to the road, people with scooters, walkers, canes, or wheelchairs can cross the street more safely with less fear of falling. But his heart added what he couldn't say aloud. People will stare. Melvin's sitting here on Grandma's laptop looking for more information. Grandma sank deep into her flowery couch. Mobility scooters are expensive, she sighed. Grandma had a tiny apartment, ancient furniture, and even older clothes, all of them purple. Props to Grandma, though. Who doesn't like a monochrome? Melanie stared at Melvin, and Melvin stared at the floor. Neither wanted to say it. We'll have to sell another one of Mom's paintings, Melvin finally muttered. Melanie shot a look at her brother that would knock the socks off of a superhero. It was bad enough selling Dad's motorcycle, but Mom's art made her feel like Mom was still here, singing in her studio with paint on her nose and a rainbow in her hair. Let's sell the painting of 2 kids holding hands, she snapped, knowing it was Melvin's favorite. Fine, Melvin fired back. That one is for the babies. At the accessibility store, the clerk saw Grandma's cane and approached her, but Melanie spoke first. My brother and I would like to see your mobility scooters, please. But they can walk, the clerk asked Grandma. Not far and not without falling, Melvin whispered. Melanie raised her voice. We are your customers. Please speak to us. We'll try not to bite. I think all of us know that that was just rude. And that when it comes to mobility devices, it doesn't matter how much you can or can't walk. It's what you need to get from point A to point Z. The clerk wheeled out a clunky gray scooter, slow as a snail. We just turned 8, not 80, protested Melvin. Melanie nodded. All kids want to look cool. That is just a little older. Just a little older. The second scooter was white with flashing red lights and a siren. Melvin said, "It looks like an ambulance." He's right, snorted Melanie. We're disabled, not dying. Smiling at Melvin, the clerk presented a black and chrome scooter all decked out like a motorcycle. Its handlebars were snarling wolves. Melvin shuddered. Melanie leapt right on. Can y'all see those snarling wolves as the handles? That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Then Melvin spotted a small green scooter alone in the corner. It didn't have doodads or gimmicks or gags. With a swivel seat and a brace for his feet, it was absolutely little green frog perfect. Oh, because Melvin likes frogs, y'all. 2 weeks later, a giant van dropped its ramp and 2 sparkling scooters rolled out. Melanie hit full throttle, but her scooter kick-started slower than any bike or e-scooter. Her face crumpled. Melvin responded, Dad always said, every ride is fast enough for freedom. They're getting their scooters delivered here. And Melanie's on her little fancy one. She ended up getting the one with the wolves on the handles, y'all. But when Grandma fastened Melvin's seatbelt, he hugged her neck and refused to move. Melanie pulled up beside him. Mom always said, when people stare, tell them what you want them to see. Melvin sat there for a moment. Okay, my scooter is a safe little friend that helps me be me. Oh, this is just warming my heart, y'all. We did not have books like this when I was growing up. Side by side, with a sister going slow and a brother slowly speeding up, Mel and Mel, the scooter twins, rode into the morning sun. Look at them just going around town on their scooters, y'all. Sorry about suggesting that painting, said Melanie. No worries, Melvin replied. On these cool scooters, it feels like the whole family is holding our hands. Look at them go, y'all. And that's the end. And here's Melanie and Melvin's scooters. Yay. Okay, this was so adorable, y'all.
I love that so much. That little green scooter.
So cute.
Super cute. Thanks for sharing that one. We got time for another one if you're ready.
Okay, awesome. Let's see. Which next one am I going to read? Well, you know what? I said I was going to do it. Are y'all ready to hear about some llamas that like to party?
Absolutely.
All right, Matt shaking their head, yes. Danielle said yes. All right, we're going to go, y'all. Llama Glamorama by Simon James Green and Gary Parsons. Gonna try and cut back on the glare just a little bit. There we go. This is I love it. It's already a boombox, y'all, with some ballet slippers. They are ready to party. Okay. In Larry's barn, the llamas were good. They followed the rules. They did as they should. The llamas were calm. Their voices stayed low. They made their way slowly wherever they go. We got a barn full of llamas here, y'all, just chilling. And there's a sign in the back that says, thank you for keeping the noise down. Careful on the stairs. And quiet, please, because apparently llamas are supposed to be very quiet, y'all. Yes, Larry was proper and very polite, but he had a big secret that happened at night. He kept it all quiet to avoid any drama, But while the others all slept, he was, I need for y'all to see him going into that little chest there. A toe tapping, hand clapping, dazzling, dancing llama. He loved to twist, he stomped his feet, he kept in time with the techno beat. I did not know this was going to rhyme, y'all. We're going to have some fun with this one. But llamas weren't supposed to dance. Have you ever seen one groove? If anybody saw his moves, they would surely disapprove. Uh-oh, someone's coming. Stop the music, hide the hat. Jump in the bed, pretend to nap. Oh, Larry is getting it, y'all. Got a feather boa and everything. We heard music, Spitz declared. We heard some rhythmic tapping. It almost sounded like a dance, but that would never happen. Not them rolling up in the middle of the night to shame somebody, y'all. What? No way, Larry said. I was just about to snooze. Spitz looked over at the bedpost. But do you have ballet? Shoes, you say? That can't be. I've been using these for drinking tea. But you don't like tea. Oh, look, by the chair. Are those apples over there? And while the others turned away, Larry made his getaway. Y'all, not him telling everybody he was using his ballet shoes as like a tea, one of those infusers. But Larry said, bump y'all, I'm gonna keep dancing. So Larry jumped out the window to go find his people. As he trudged down the lane, Larry was sad. Being different was lonely. Being different felt bad. None of his friends liked to shimmy or flit. Maybe the dancing he should, well, quit. Well, not a sad llama, y'all. Llamas should not be sad, just saying. But what's this? A carnival? Music? Free apples? Farewell, my friends. I bid adieu. I'm going far away. Please don't try to stop me. I won't be back today. In fact, he was only going down the road and would definitely be back by bedtime. There in the distance, bold colors, bright light, for a lonely young llama, a spectacular sight. And I'm going to go ahead and read the poster. It says, Llama, the Llama Glamorama, music, dancing, free apples. See you at the fairgrounds. I would dance with llamas at the fairgrounds. Larry took a deep breath and joined in the crowd. He saw llamas dancing and the music was loud. He grooved and moved. He leapt and pranced, locking and popping. He loved the hip hopping. Salsa, flamenco. Did he belly dance? Flossing and tango, the jive and fandango. Y'all, it is a party. We got elephants. We got, I believe that was a polar bear, unicorns, a gorilla, a hippo. Oh, this is a type of party I want to be at. It's like the zoo at night when no one's around and there's just a disco ball that drops. He ate apples all day and met Llama Del Rey. Loved hearing her sing. He felt like a king. Larry was happy. There were others like him. The Llama Glamorama was a wonderful thing, and not Llama Del Rey, y'all. He returned to the barn later that day. Listen up, friends. I have something to say. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm taking a chance. I hope you won't hate me, but I love to dance. Spitz raised his eyebrow. Pat seemed to frown. Uh-oh, thought Larry. I'll have to leave town. No one should have to leave town for dancing. I think we learned that in Footloose. Then Spitz started yelling, and Patch cracked a smile while Mop began clapping for quite a long while. It turned out that each was a bit different too. Patch's patch was just hair dye, really is true. Spitz then revealed he plays the maracas, and Mop told the group he was an alpaca. Everyone acted surprised, but they had known for a while. You know, that's respectful. It was on his time. Larry showed his moves, and all four danced with glee. He sang, I'm a rootin', tootin', lockin', poppin', groovin', movin' llama, and I'm proud to be me. This is kind of what I look like, y'all, when I perform. And that's the end of Llama Glamorama, y'all.
I was gonna say, is that the llama version of you, Dustin? Is this?
Yes, that is me. That is me at every drag show. Whether I'm in drag or not, I am dancing. I am just, and it's funny because I did not grow up performing, but I love doing it now.
It's definitely a way to kind of let loose, right? And let yourself shine.
Yep, definitely.
Well, Dustin, thank you for those. Those were super cute. I love those so much. And we're gonna have you come back a little bit later to do one more. I think remind everyone your Instagram, and if you can drop it in the chat too, a link to follow you, that'd be great.
Yeah. My Instagram is Dustin_Reams. I'll put it in the chat along with the link as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Dustin.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, coming up next, we have Danielle G, she, her pronouns. She's been creating foodie and lifestyle content since 2018. Whether it's a blog post or a video, she shares her honest opinion, and provides her insight on topics including casual style food, restaurant reviews. Her content is meant to inspire and create community for fat folks to be seen dining and thriving. Danielle, you are always thriving. It's so good to see you.
Thank you,
We
Matt.
go. I was gonna say you're muted, but we got it.
That's
How are
perfect
you on
timing.
this summer day?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's very hot here in Sacramento, California. That's where I'm based. And we've been seeing triple digits way too consistently for my liking, at least. I'm a
How
baby
do
about
you
it.
stay cool? How do you stay cool in weather like that? What do you do?
We have a pool, like we have a little pool, like an in-tech pool that we put up, and I do have two little ones, and we're out there like every day. Or we go to a library. I'm a big library advocate
Yeah,
with those special spaces. We go to a library weekly, multiple different libraries too for different types of events. But those are our favorite cool spaces.
I remember as a kid when it got really warm, we would do the library. That was a big one, right?
Hmm.
The movie theater. And we'd go like way too early and stay way too late at the movie theater before and after the movie to like soak up that air conditioning.
Right, for
And in the
real.
middle of the afternoon, it used to be a $5 ticket, but probably not anymore. So
No, they do $5 tickets on Tuesday, like a matinee Tuesday. A
soak
lot
up that
of
air
movie theaters do
conditioning,
that.
soak it up.
Yeah. My kids are not ready for the movies yet. The last time I took my oldest, it was traumatizing, so I'm not going to do that to myself again. I was like
I was
running around the movie theater.
Yeah, it
I'm
sounds
not
like
doing
when I
that
saw
again.
the Taylor Swift Eras tour, there were tweens running around the theater. So
I get that. That makes sense. That's like a concert, like you're projecting a concert. This was like Little Mermaid, and it was not, you're not supposed to be moving that much, I guess, on land
true,
if you're a
true.
mermaid.
So you always do such great brunch demos for us and food demos. What are you going to show us today? Because I see some cans in front of you.
Oh yeah, I got some cans. Yes, that is correct. These are soda cans. So I'm really excited to have all of you guys here today for a fun and delicious virtual food demonstration. We already talked about summer is in full swing, and so what better way to cool down than with some sweet treats? So today we're going to jump into the world of ice cream floats. Those classic and refreshing and like super tasty drinks. They're perfect for beating the heat. Of course, going to your favorite cool space as well. We all know and love the traditional root beer float, but today I'm going to show you some creative twists that can take your ice cream floats to the next level. So whether you want something fruity or maybe boozy, I've got a float for every flavor preference. So we're going to do 4 of them today. My kids are so excited for like the leftovers basically. But the best part is these are super easy to make at home. So you could whip them up for the cookout or the summer barbecue, a pool party. I love a pool party. We're actually going to a pool party later today. Or if you want to just stay in with the movie, binge watch, whatever. So we're going to grab some ice cream and get started on these cool and creamy summer treats. The classic is the vanilla. I'm using Talenti, which is gelato, so it's way more sweeter. But there's nothing wrong with that. So I have root beer and vanilla in case you never had this version. And you're like, what? Root beer float? Who's that? So I'm just going to scoop. I'm mostly making this one for my husband. I'm using this soda that I'm using. We really like it because it doesn't hurt, the bubbles don't hurt our stomach. This is like a prebiotic soda, but you could use whatever root beer that you like, or cream soda is really good. Make it even extra creamy. Just put your little scoop in and just enjoy your root beer float. Hopefully I'm not getting you guys super hungry. That is like the best one, right? The classic. But
I can
a
I
twist.
can taste that right now. Like
Right?
screen to I can taste a root beer float, and it looks so good.
I know this one's like this one's like the vanilla bean. Like I can see like the little black specks from the vanilla. I know. Trying to make you really feel it, guys. But to twist it up, still using vanilla because vanilla is delicious, right? And what's really great is if you put like more ice cream like on the sides, it looks like way cuter. I'm gonna use a strawberry vanilla soda, and that's why I like some of these prebiotic sodas. They have like really fun flavors. So this is
What
just
brand is that
strawberry.
soda?
This is Ollie Pop. All right.
Lollipop. Yeah,
You can get
I've
at
seen.
Target, Walmart, Costco. And these are prebiotic sodas, so they're supposed to help with like your gut health. And for me, it's just the bubbles are just too much. Ever since I had kids, the bubbles with regular soda is just way too much for me. So I just have to, these actually don't hurt my stomach. And so this one's like really, this is like summer, like, you know, that strawberry month that we have in summertime. And it's like you have to have strawberries because they're so sweet. But this is like the perfect balance of like vanilla with the strawberry. It's so creamy. That
Do you
was my
think if
favorite.
you couldn't find strawberry soda, could you do strawberry ice cream with like a cream soda?
Yeah, I was about to say that. So if you can't find this one, and I found this one at Target this morning, and I just went today and got this exact specific soda at Target. If you can't find it there, I know they have it at Walmart as well because I've seen them there as well. Try just getting strawberry ice cream and then just using cream soda. Now, let's change it up. Let's go a little fruity. All right. I'm still going with Talenti. I'm gonna use this raspberry sorbet. And I'm just using Talenti because it's just smaller. For me and my freezer space, I need the smaller jars. But I'm just gonna put like a couple scoops of the sorbet or however much you want. Because I know I like more ice cream than the soda. And I think that was originally because my stomach would hurt all the time because it would just be too many bubbles. But that's just a nice option. That's why I wanted to make sure you guys at least heard about that. So I'm gonna just put the raspberry sorbet in here. And then I also have this really fun flavor. This was called raspberry rosé. There's no alcohol in it, but it really has like a little, like more tart flavor to it. And it looks so pretty because it's just gonna be really pink. Isn't that pretty?
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, I can't pick between the strawberry and the raspberry. I like the fruit. I like it really fruity. So now let's get a little boozy. I'm gonna use the raspberry again. And this time I'm gonna use, and this way if we wanna have a little booze, this will be really fun for brunch too. I'm gonna use a rosé, regular rosé for this one. And just pick whichever rosé you like. You could also do a strawberry ice cream with this one as well. It tastes so good. And then it's like, you know, you're not drinking, you don't feel like you're drinking like a whole bunch of alcohol. And then you just pour it on in. It's still gonna give like that pretty pink color going on as well. So just use your favorite rosé or your favorite bubbles. That's what's really nice, is like this could be customized to your taste. Any type of like flavor that you're interested in. Plus I like it when my alcohol is a little bit more cooler. So the sodas I'm using, just to remind you guys, I have, this one is Poppy. These two are actually from Poppy. And then this one's from Olipop. I know they sound so similar. They have the word pop in it because I think it's going for that soda. The soda word. I never used pop before until I went to the East Coast. So I know a lot of the East Coast people use that word a lot more fluently than West Coast. Because I remember going to the East Coast and they're like, why are you calling it soda? I was a teenager. Another teenager said that. I'm like, that's just what we call it. They're like, oh, it's pop. I was like, oh, thank you for the lesson. I did not know. So they got the memo from these brands. Which one would you guys try? We have the boozy option, our classic. Let me see. Let me go ahead and scoot it back so you guys can see better. Our classic root beer. This was the strawberry vanilla, so creamy. And this one was the raspberry rosé with just the raspberry sorbet or sorbet, however people pronounce it. Your preference. Which one would you try, Matt?
I think that what was the strawberry soda with the vanilla ice cream?
Yes, I love strawberries.
Yeah, that one sounds really good to me. Tigress was just saying that she had a chocolate beer stout float one time.
Oh yeah, I've had those before with chocolate,
Okay.
with like, yeah, those are really good. They're really a lot more heavy. I was going for more light. This is definitely like if you want to do more light.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those are good.
Have you ever done it with like coffee and vanilla ice cream or coffee and chocolate ice cream?
Yes, I have done like a, what's it called? Like affogato.
Yes, I forgot.
Those are
Yeah.
really good. Yeah. Where you put it, that's where you have that vanilla ice cream and then you pour like an espresso on top of your vanilla ice cream and eat it that way.
I just feel like we're living in a world where like for so long we were so prescriptive. And now we're like, do you want a little bit of ice cream with your coffee? Do it. You want to put raspberry
Yes.
with your rosé? Do it. And like make it happen because that sounds so delicious. And like I feel like for so long it's like a little treat, but it's like if you want it, have it. It doesn't have to be a treat. Like indulge.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having dessert at all, right? That's why they say good food, good mood, right?
That's right. Good food, good mood. So did you say we're all invited to the pool party at your house later? Is that what I heard?
Basically, right? We're actually going to someone else's house. I wish it was at my house.
We'll just drop the address down there and we'll meet you over there.
Yay! It's gonna be really fun then.
Danielle, thank you so much. It's always such a pleasure to see you, and you always have the best ideas.
Thank you so much, Matt. I appreciate you guys for being here. And I hope you
Of course.
guys were inspired to try an ice cream float that is more customized to your own taste, right? So thank you.
Remind us of your Instagram one more time, where to follow you.
Yes. So I actually used to be fashionably famished, but I just felt really confined by that. And now I just have it as just Danielle G, especially because I put a lot more lifestyle content in there. And so, yeah, you can reach me on Instagram at just Danielle G.
And I love following along, and I know everyone else will too. So it was good to see you, Danielle.
Good to see you too. Thanks, guys.
See you soon. I want a root beer float now, quite frankly. I feel like I'm going to have one this afternoon. I don't know about everyone else, but definitely feeling one of those. All right, I think we're going to go into breakout rooms coming up. There's 13 of us. Probably sounds like a good number to get into those rooms. So if we can all hold on for a minute and we'll go into those rooms and we'll start chit-chatting. Do we have a prompt for those rooms today, Tigress? I know sometimes we do. If not, we can just talk about our favorite root beer floats.
Well, I would love it if those of you who are on your own devices would go to our Fat Liberation Month website and take a look at the fantastic artwork by Bats Langley, and use that great fat dance scene as inspiration to talk about If you could throw a fat liberation party this August, what would your party look like?
I love that. Everyone's filtering back in the room here. I hope we had some good conversations around that awesome art by Bats Langsley. I just think that I don't know. I think that dance party is so cool. Dustin and I were talking in our room with Phelps as well. And Dustin, what was the one thing you said about your dance party that I would have to have?
I mean, besides, you know, really good food and good drinks and an air condition and a wide open space, a disco ball.
Give me air conditioning and a disco ball any day, and I will be there. Also, Neil, what's the sign for disco ball? I saw you do it. Show me.
It's more of a descriptor. So I find a ball and then shiny, like shiny ball.
I love that. I'm gonna do that all the time now. That's so cool. All right, Dustin, we got time for another story. So, which one are you gonna do for us?
All right, we're going to talk about family is a family. Because family does not have to just be blood, y'all. And it is written by Sarah O'Leary, and illustrated by Quinn Lang. Okay. We were talking about families at school. The teacher asked us what we thought made our family special. I went last because I wasn't sure what to say. My family is not like everybody else. I also love books like this because it challenges educators to think outside the box when it comes to discussions around family and who can take care of you and guardians and that type of thing. My mom and dad have been best friends since first grade. They really like each other. It's kind of gross. There are lots of kids in our family. Mom and dad just keep coming home with more. So each kid in class is just talking about what their family looks like right now. Both my moms are terrible singers, and they both like to sing really loudly. I have more grandparents than anyone else I know. I love all these different types of families. We have a new baby in our home. I think my mom ordered him online. I love when kids try to explain things to themselves and it's just funny, but doesn't make sense. We look alike in my family. We just kind of all go together. One week my mom gets me, the next week dad does. Fair's fair. Oh, look, mom's teaching him how to paint and dad has him at a baseball game. Some people say I look like my dad, and some people say I look like my mom. I think I look like myself. My mom says that before I was born, I grew in her heart. Oh, that's special and sweet. Because I live with my grandmother, people sometimes think she's my mother. She's not. She's my everything. Oh, yes, grandma's teaching her how to play soccer. Some of the kids were dads when he met my mom. Some were moms when she met my dad. Now we all belong to each other. Yes, blended families. One of my dads is tall and one is short. They both give good hugs. I listen to everybody else, and then I remember the time someone saw us all together at a park. She asked my foster mom to point out her real children. Oh, I don't have any imaginary children, Mom said. All of my children are real. A family is a family is a family. Yay! This was sweet. I really like these graphics too.
Those illustrations are great. I love that. Thank you very, very much. That was super sweet.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me today, y'all.
No, this was fantastic. And I love these story hours. I think they're so much fun. And you're right, everyone likes to be read to, not just kids.
Yes, yes. So y'all do it with your friends. Have some people over, pick up some kids' books from your local library and just have some fun.
I feel like today we learned that adults like being read to as well. You can make floats with anything really, from rosé to, a prebiotic soda. We learned how to sign disco ball, which quite frankly, I think is the coolest one. And it's been a really educational brunch for everyone. Dustin, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, y'all.
Of course. All right, Tigress, we want to bring it home over here. Any parting notes, final notes that we have?
I will just thank you once again. Thank our interpreters once again. Thank Danielle, and leave my house immediately after this to purchase ice cream. And of course, thank Dustin for being with us, and to all of our friends at the national and local drag story hours for supporting us over the years. This is our third drag story hour. If you missed the last two, they are available on our YouTube channel at NAAFA Official, featuring Miss Terracotta Sugar Baker and featuring Emoji Nightmare and Katniss Everqueer. And so please do check those out if you need a couple more stories today. And we look forward to seeing you for some of our many other Fat Liberation Month events this month. And we're already starting to plan our fall events. So once again, if you can support our virtual event program by making a contribution to NAAFA, not only do you help make these possible, you help us pay all the folks who are involved in these. And if you do it this month, you get one of those super cute stickers designed by our artist friend and children's book illustrator, Bats Langley. So thanks everyone for being here, and Brunch Crew, we'll see you back in the fall.